Hello everybody, Bubbles S here and welcome back to HOI4. In today's video we're going to be playing as Ethiopia, attempting to answer the question of what's the point of reaching out to the Italians? So let's get started. Alright, the main thing we really need to focus on right now is the army, so let's do that. 21 divisions? Alright. Let's grab 9 Jetet divisions and put them on a fallback line like this. For the remaining 12 divisions, we'll put 8 of them on a fallback line like this. The other 4 will be next to a sewer. There we go. If any of you have watched HOI4 videos recently, you might recognise this as Bitter Steel setup. It works for what we want to do, so it's good enough for me. And with that, all of our army prep is out the way. So all that's left to do now is our focus, the Second Italo-Ethiopian War, and go up to speed 4, and begin. Now, I'm not going to be focusing too much on the Ethiopian micro today, it's not really what we're focusing on, but what you do need to know is we're going to withdraw to our fallback lines and reinforce units when we can. Some units will be taken out of battle, some will be put back. Basic Ethiopia stuff at this point. Of course, Italy will pin some of our units, we'll take them away. We now have 10 political power, let's recall Baluko Safo from retirement. 1 extra general, 1 extra unit. Sounds good to me. And here he is, he's back. Let's put him in command of the northern front. And there goes the sewer. Let's put 2 divisions in it. And there we go. Our withdrawal has been perfect. Now we can have a proper front line. It might sound weird, but our next focus is going to be renewed offensive. I know, taking away some of our defense at this stage sounds weird, but it'll work out. Probably want more balance of power to the right. Even more weirder though, we're going to be continuing down this focus tree. Now it's victory in the desert. It's unfortunate, but we have just now been pushed out of this tile. Oh well, nothing we can do. It'll be fine. And our final focus down here for now, the lessons of war. We totally could go on an offense if we wanted to, but to be honest, I don't see a need. All in all though, it's not been too bad. We've managed to hold the north and south. Now let's improve relations with Mongolia and Tanatuba for Lend-Lease. Small amount of Lend-Lease, but it's free. Alright, that's enough building up our army. Let's finally give Benito Mussolini a call. Reach out to the Italians sounds like one of the weirdest outreach groups I've ever heard of. And now we have the choice of our new leader. Well, we have one Haile Selassie, let's not replace him with another. Haile actually increases our consumer goods, so in my opinion there's only one option, ABBA. Let's see if Italy will accept ABBA. Perfect. Right now we'll do both expand the bodyguard and sway the warlords. Yeah, I'm thinking it too. I'm thinking half the reason ABBA is in this game is because HOI4 is a Swedish game. This is also why we've had to hold the whole time despite ourselves selling out to the Italians. As you can see here, we need to hold at least 5 states, otherwise there's no reason for Italy to take us. But finally, the time has come. Let's sell out Ethiopia and declare for Italy. Not bad if I don't say so. But finally, it has begun. Onward to victory. We're Ethiopia no more. We are Jimma. How many units do we have left? 10. Not bad. What we need to do now is just to rush down Addis Ababa. And for focus now, let's get this military academy. And here's our new leader, Abba. He's an inexperienced sultan, but he has justified war goal time minus 30%. Alright. Let's see what he can do as our field marshal. And finally, we can take the speed up to 5. Oh, that feels so good. And immediately, we're also going to increase the power of the Mecha Wanted, which I've not pronounced properly at all, but whatever. Still need to get further to the right. There is only one option for our first class, focus on attack. Look at that, already plus 15% infantry attack and 20% on irregulars. And let's expand the Mahal Safari. And Addis Ababa is encircled. It's not going to last much longer now. And done. It was funny to be in a piece that was a puppet, but whatever, we'll take all of Ethiopia. There we go. Here are the tiles we sold out. Not too bad, I'd say. We have most of Ethiopia left. And we even captured some of our enemies. Interesting. I'd say this Ethiopian war went pretty well for us. We built up as well as we could. And also we made Italy suffer for it. As you can see, they even had to do struggle in Ethiopia. Unfortunately, they won't do anything like undermine the Deuce, but oh well. Perfect, we've begun to modernise the army. And now let's restore the country. There isn't that much to restore, but I guess this railway needs to be fixed. Huh, so this is the only minister who stayed loyal to us. Oh well, we'll take him. The rebuilding has begun, but now let's have a victory parade, which gets rid of most of Abba's negative traits. So he looks quite bad, but within like 140 days of victory, he becomes alright. God, this guy just looks so happy for being an Italian puppet, doesn't he? So, we now have to do the Gerard of Gimna. Now, we could try and do the Feast of Macau, but in my opinion, this tree will probably work best in multiplayer. I don't think it's a very single player orientated tree. You plus an Italian player could definitely make this tree alright, but this is in single player. So the only way is the Gerard of Gimna. The one problem I have with this focus tree and its benefits is that it relies on having a peace deal, which is very unlikely to happen because it relies on you defeating the allies. We're going all in on the Jimma identity, so let's reinforce that identity. I almost forgot, doing the grad also means that an old friend is back. Sappho is back, and with all his traits, he'll make for an excellent field marshal. Logistics wizard, offensive doctrine, charismatic. Nice. Really did pay to do that grinding. Abba is good, but this is so much better. In fact, let's even make him an army offense expert. Specialist. You're hired. And since this focus gave us some autonomy, we can jump up to a satellite. Which is great. Being a rights protectorate is currently sapping 25% of our recruitable population factor. And now, let's do some underground war games. I don't know how practicing in tunnels will make us more efficient against Italy, but it does. There's no way we're going to defeat Italy with only 81k manpower, so let's contact the exiles for some more. It's like 150,000, so yeah, definitely worth it. This extra manpower will be good, but I want even more, so let's do limited conscription. This help will be nice, but let's get even more help. Our enemy's enemy might be able to help us. All this extra help will be useful, but it'll be no good if we don't have a good army. Our current templates aren't really that good, so let's change them. Mahal Safari, let's make it a 20 width block. Pretty standard, it will do the trick. We are going to need as many of these as we can afford. We can't afford too many right now, but that's okay. We're a puppet of Italy, so we can just go over to them and ask them for Lend-Lease. Oh, what do you know, they'll give us some. Italy doesn't know it, but they'll fuel our independence machine. I'm also going to be researching artillery. Soft attack is always good. So, who if anyone will help us? UK says yes, Soviet Union says yes, France says yes. That doesn't make sense, but Italy says yes, China says yes, Japan says no, US says yes, and German Reich says no. Perfect, I'd say. Anyway, let's get some cooperation with the Arabs. 2 off-map civs, what's not to like? There we go, 6,000 extra guns. Really nice. Thanks for the civs, but now let's do some scavenging techniques. Probably more useful when we're at war, but you may as well get it now. Hey, if it gives us even 1 or 2 free guns, I'm on board with it. Anyway, 150 political power, it's extensive time. Let's really get this army up to shape. Standardized tactical training. We get so many buffs to traditional warfare. Another 10% extra defense? Nice. We got standardized training, but now let's get a junior officer corps. which will remove one of our worst national spirits, Conservative High Command. Oh sure, the extra infantry attack is kind of okay, but everything else sucks. So I'm glad to get rid of it. And with that gone, we can finally get a doctrine. And let's be honest, there's only one for us, superior firepower. And damn, that's cheap. 20? 3 doctrines. Nice. Anyway, let's do Old Reliable next. These extra bonuses to traditional warfare are much better than research boosts. Italy's just given us most of Albania's old stockpile. Thanks. That's the largest delivery they've given us. Thanks, Zog. We owe it to you. We really do. And there's the end of Returning Exiles. We took full advantage of that. We have manpower for 48 divisions. And they're 20 whip blocks too. And we're now in the Axis. But we've also done Old Reliable, which now means we have plus 30 attack. Look at it. That's mad. That feels like something that should be in a mod. But hey, I'll take it. We have some really nice buffs. Let's screw over Italy a little more. Time to set up a customs barrier. But since Italy can probably help us a little more, let's change this infantry division again. Let's add some support artillery. Italy normally does have some at this time. Oh well, we only have a deficit of 400. We can fix that. Perfect. Oh no. It's Molotov. The last thing we want is to be called into the war, so we might have a change of plans. Right, we have 48 divisions. Let's do it. Let's declare independence. The plan is simple. 24 divisions against Somalia, 24 against the north. That should take them by surprise. It looks like also we're going to need some trains, so let's build some. One more Lend-Lease Italy. No trains, no artillery. How rude. We owe most of our arms industry right now to Albania, of all things. I think most of Italy's units that are in our territory will be kicked out. That, or we're about to order 66 of them. Alright. The struggle resumes, and we declare war on Italy. Very well. Front line, let's go. The moment is now. There aren't too many divisions around us. We're going to have to push aggressively. That'll be okay. Let's also begin to reclaim that empire. It's go time. Got to snipe those ports as soon as possible. Cut them out. And Germany's been called in. Very nice. Yeah, let's join the Allies. It's the sensible thing to do. We've got to get those ports. The last thing I want to see is a German tank. And I've seen German tanks here before. Already though, we've taken one port. Right, let's force attack. We're going to try and encircle the port. Come on, we're getting there, we're getting there. Force attack again. In other news, we've secured Somalia, just need to push these other units out. Come on, Britain, you got a medium tank here, help us. One unit left. And of course it has entrenchment. But we're pinning these Italian units quite well. That's how we're taking them. And we've done it! Nice. Sometimes taking that port can be really, really hard. But alright, we don't need to push Italy so hard anymore. We can just let them attrition. In fact, we got rid of most of our stockpile to do this. So let's improve relations with Turkey, Finland, Iran, Afghanistan, and Saudi Arabia. All of them can help us. And Somalia has been secured. Great. Let's create a proper front line in this little smidge of Italian Eritrea. We just need to let them attrition for now. Alright, you guys, you know what I'm here for. Oh hey, at least they have artillery. How you guys have artillery but Italy doesn't is beyond me. And that's a war machine. Wow, there are 27 divisions trapped here. That's like a third of Italy's army. And now that we've reclaimed the empire, we can get some more cores. There they are. We can reclaim Tigray, Wello, and the third one I'm not going to try to pronounce. 30 days and we'll get all Ethiopian cores back. We're also going to consolidate East Africa. Alright Italy, let's see if we can push you. And Italy's into their final tile. I'm not letting Britain take the credit for this one. Yeah, clearly Britain's just going to do it anyway, so fine, we'll take it. Rather have them kicked out anyway. And that's it. We took damn good casualties, and our ratio would be a lot better if I wasn't so cautious. So I'm going to say all of those casualties are ours. Now that we've consolidated East Africa, we can core Eritrea and Somalia. I think this path offers the easiest way to core these territories. I know the African Union can do it, and probably a few others can, but I think this is the absolute easiest. Just 30 days and they're cored. You know what? Let's also exploit the weakness of the French. They've been split, so let's see what we can do. And this is what this focus does. Basically nothing for us. The way it's meant to work is Vichy's meant to have no divisions in French Somaliland. We take it, and then we get it. But as you can see, Vichy has many, many divisions in French Somaliland right now, so we're not getting Djibouti anytime soon. Kind of a shame, but whatever. Once Vichy joins the war, we'll be able to get it, but that could be years off from now. But yeah, I think this is where we're going to call this. So, what's the point of reaching out to the Italians? Well, unusually for this series, I'm going to say, it's okay. Yeah, normally I say something is completely pointless or something like that, but today, I'm just going to say, this is fine. Sure, it might not be as fancy as the focus trees around it, but it's honestly okay. It's a different path, it's a different way to play, and I like it. Sure, we haven't maybe done things like customs barrier, mercenaries, raid depots, but you can do those in your games, and it adds variety whether or not you choose to do them or not. Hell, you could add more variety if you wanted to remain an Italian puppet but declare independence a little later. I haven't done that. That could be interesting. I hope there's a peace out event to allow you to join the Allies, because fighting both the Axis and Allies is just not going to be worth it. I kind of get why people don't like it as much though. Once you've achieved independence, it kind of just ends right there. It ends with Consolidate East Africa. There probably should be something else here. What should that be? Well, I'm not sure. But considering we're the Sultanate, maybe there should be something about taking the Arabian Peninsula, maybe some war goals against Yemen, Saudi Arabia, Oman. I mean, if Haile Selassie can become the one true heir of Solomon, maybe we could become an heir of Muhammad or something. I mean, Italy can get claims on Jeddah, so I don't know if that's too much of a stretch or not. If I was going to continue this game, obviously the next step would be to take down the Axis. Unfortunately, we are going to lose most of our war score, but we should be able to take most of our claims and cores. In fact, here is my practice game where I managed to do that. Managed to secure the Horn of Africa, even Somaliland, some of West Africa, managed to get Syria and Lebanon, Madagascar, and probably most importantly, I managed to get the puppet of Italy. Yep, the Kingdom of the South spawned for me. So there's definitely more potential in this. You could end up very strong. At one point I was even considered a major in this game. I only have 38 civs now, but at one point I had over 100. An okay fleet, that I mostly stole, but it's a nice fleet. However, until next time everybody, I thank you for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Feel free to leave any suggestions in the comments below for future video ideas. I'm always looking for them. However, until we meet again, from me, Bubble Zest, doing what's the point of reaching out to the Italians with our leader, Abba. Goodbye.